So this week for Now Showing, we're going to go ahead and talk about TMNT, Mutant Mayhem, and the Meg 2, The Trench. So I have plans to see TMNT at some point. I will eventually also see the Meg. I'd have no intentions of seeing the Meg until my buddy forces me to go. But,
I'd rather see TMNT than the Meg.
Exactly.
Honestly.
So there is that.
More than the
yeah. So I have heard nothing but good things about TMNT. Well, a few things. I've heard a few minor details, but that's like from older TMNT fans since like the 90s and the 80s. So of course there's a few details. It's like
the crotchety.
What's up?
So the crotchety group.
Sure. Let's go with that.
The ones who complain just to complain.
That's fair. Yeah. No, they're not really complaining. They're saying it's just it rubs me the wrong way. But that being said, it's not a terrible idea because it's weird. Anyways. So there is that, and I'm looking forward to this movie. I have heard a few rumors about what they do with a particular character, and that's fine. It doesn't really change the story, so who gives a shit? Mm-hmm. But that being said, I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. I love the trailers. I love the cast. The cast is fucking stacked.
Oh, the cast is
it's
solid.
A solid cast.
You know what's
great.
What's sucks about it, though? It's an hour and 40 minutes.
I don't care.
No. I'm saying that sucks with such a stacked cast. Of course, you're gonna have like characters just be like, okay, we got. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. We got a random box of mutants. That's literally what it is. So,
just chuck them in the pitching machine.
I mean, at this point, like, is there a TV series going on right now? Because if not, I'm assuming they're either going to gear up for another movie or another TV series.
I think there's a series going on right now.
They wrapped it up with a movie. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got wrapped up with a movie.
Oh, okay.
Now, granted, of course, there is supposed to be a spin-off show from this, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that we're going to be following a few mutants. Like, a few mutants might be getting their own spin-offs. So that's interesting. I'm very interested to see where they go with that, especially if it's going to be this, like, they're going to go into different styles of animation as well. So that's cool. I like that. Now, of course, it's going to be Paramount exclusive because, goddamn it, everybody's going to have Paramount Plus. But it is what it is. I don't really care. If all I have to see is the movies, then all I have to see is the movies. I don't care. It is what it is. But of course, that being said, we're gonna go ahead and go to the Meg 2. It's a megalodon. Anyways, that's all I have to say.
As much as I love Jason Statham,
As
much as I love Jason Statham, I'm not very interested in this one.
At this point, it's just.
I don't think the Meg.
It's dumb fun for the last 20 minutes.
I mean, the first one was kind
how
of
much
fun too.
Of, I believe, a 2-hour movie.
Not worth it.
It just feels like they're pulling a Sharknado at this point.
No, and here's the thing: they're not even going over the top until the last 20 minutes. That's what I've heard. Like, the majority of this is like corporate espionage. You have a whole bunch of other groups, and it's like, I came here for shark action. What the fuck is this shit?
Seriously.
So, yeah, it's like, look, okay, if you like Jason Statham, and apparently they do. I have heard that they lean in kind of that cheesy comedy. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I like that. That's a decent idea.
It's like going to a D&D session, and everything but the last 20 minutes is a monologue.
So like a D&D session with Shadow.
Damn.
He's not watching this shit. I don't give a fuck. Anyways. Allie knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about.
Gallows knows who I'm talking about. Leon and Lewis know who I'm talking about. But Allie knows what I'm talking about.
God damn.
And
I can get long-winded.
It's accurate.
I can get long-winded, but I give time for my players to get involved throughout the session, not just at the last minute.
Yeah. Allie. I was accurate, wasn't I?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Anywho. So,
I think this is one of his worst works he's done for his acting career on the course. I don't like either of the movies. Jason Statham is a really good actor and a really good martial artist. He is, but honestly, this is one of the worst ones.
There is way worse stuff that no one even talks about.
He's been in a lot of dog shit. This is not his worst movie. Not to hate on Jason. gives it that 1 star. He's one of those actors, like, you put him in a bad movie, he's definitely going to draw people in. But he's, I don't know. I'm looking forward to Expendables 4. Let me put it that way.
At least we got that.
I mean, I will say, like, I did like some of his movies that he did, like, which was
Crank is one of my favorites of his. I love Crank.
Crank.
Transporter 1, 2, and 3 were good.
Yeah, Transporter 1 and 2. That's
The
it.
Mechanic
Oh, 1 and
is
2. Sorry,
another Transformer. Or not Transformer. The Mechanic is another Transporter, in my opinion. It's like a ripoff, but it still has the same star.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I loved Crank. Crank was great. I'd love to see another Crank. Honestly, I'm telling you right now,
Awesome.
I think Crank with Jason Momoa would be really good. I think that's a good remake. I think that's a good.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, because Jason Momoa has that like different tone to how he does like crazy over the top stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'm interested to see where he could go with that. Like, because I would love to see him do that. Plus, if you see him do Crank, I think that would anybody that's like on the fence about him possibly playing Lobo. I think if you see him do like a Crank-esque movie, everybody like that's Lobo, 100%.
Yeah.
So, which by the way, James Gunn, if you are listening, which I highly doubt, but anyways, if you are, I bet your brother, he's really nice. Anyways, Jason, if you are listening, for the love of fucking God, if you do not make Jason Momoa, because I know you're keeping him as a different role, if you do not make him Lobo, you have drastically failed where everybody else already has. Jason Momoa for Lobo, fucking start the campaign. I'll get the signatures. Anyways, that being said,
I'll make the flags.
So yeah, there we go. All right, so we have one with Cowabunga, dudes, and the other one with It's a Megalodon. Anyways, so
well, for me, I'm excited to see both movies. I enjoyed the first Meg movie. I really enjoyed it. So I'm probably gonna enjoy the second one.
Yeah.
I'm always happy for a TMNT movie, except for the Michael Bay ones, but that's beside the point.
Honestly, I've softened on the Michael Bay ones. The second one,
I still haven't.
Out of the Shadows is pretty good. The first one still it's a hard hill to climb, but it's not terrible. I don't hate it.
I really don't hate it.
Didn't you know that Michael Bay made a teenage?
It's got it's got one of the best scenes in live action for the TMNT, which is the fucking elevator scene.
Yeah, that's exactly the one I'm.
Yeah,
was
that's
thinking
okay.
Yeah,
that was a movie. That was. Yeah,
even though it's only 30 seconds, like that is one of the best scenes I have ever. Like, it's great. So
I heard from what I've heard from the Mutant Mayhem, it might beat Into the Spider-Verse for best animation.
Ooh, yeah, I heard it's similar but different. It's actually drawn like what a teenager would draw.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. I might be seeing it either Monday or Tuesday. It depends on what all goes down. Mm-hmm. But no, I'm looking forward to it for sure. All right.
I'll figure out some way to watch them.
So here's what I'm going to go around to each table. Or not to each table, to each video over here. All right, Lewis.
What's up?
Cowabunga or Megalodon?
Cowabunga.
Allie.
Cowabunga, dudes!
All right. Leon?
Well, you guys know I'm going to say them both, but I think the first one's definitely Cowabunga.
All right, and Gallows?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that. You could have just said Cowabunga, man.
Cowabunga. Over here sound like Mikey and stuff. Fucking Diamond.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, no, absolutely. That's one of my favorite voices to do, even though it hurts my throat like crazy. Luckily, I
kind of feel like Mikey's the easiest one to do out of all of them. It's just,
honestly,
it's more
no.
Raph
is just do a New Yorker, man. Like, it's not hard. Donnie is not terrible. Donnie's like one where you can really play around with, but like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I think Mikey, I would definitely agree. Mikey's probably the easiest. If you have like that gravel in your voice, for sure. But beyond that, I think Leo is probably the easiest one to do. You can either do two different versions of Leo.
Really? Funny with Leo, I saw a video about one of the guys talking about TMNT, and it turns out the actor that's doing Leo's voice actually also used to play Gumball. Yeah, he He took over playing Gumball from Adventures of Gumball in season 5.
Oh, okay. So he's a replacement. Okay, got you.
Yeah, he was a replacement because the original artist was getting too old and his voice was changing.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you started to notice it in season 4. You really did. So,
mm-hmm.
I think like with Adventure Time, it works to have the voice change because I know Sven's voice got deeper because of his voice actor. But beyond that, I think that was I'm looking forward to this movie 100%. Mikey's still my favorite character. And of course, I forgot to mention it in weekly updates. If you can't tell, my Funko Pops line has actually upgraded. I've had this one for a while. I got the Ghostbusters ones recently, and then I got this last night. My favorite interpretation of a particular character, if you do not know the twist or reveal behind the Last Ronin comic. Which, by the way, if you are a TMNT fan, highly recommend checking out the Last Ronin comic if you haven't already. I think you can get it. You can get like the whole volumes of Last Ronin for, I want to say $20 at Barnes and Noble, and I got a hardcover copy, so love that. And then that was like $16 when I got it.